Testing levels. Very nice. So welcome back to our football and Pokemon podcast, where apparently that's all we fucking talk about
We
anymore.
love that.
So I talked to the higher-ups. Had a call with Cosmic Emma, board of directors.
Oh, no.
They told us they love the show.
Oh, okay.
Except they got a few notes.
Okay.
One, they don't like that we stopped talking about WWE. I then asked them if they watched WrestlePalooza. And they didn't say anything else to me, so we're good. They wondered why MLB news has been shorter. I have an explanation for that later. They then said, the NFL stuff is a lot.
It is a lot.
But they understand. They need me to somehow get a wrangle on it. And also they want it to have a gimmick.
Oh,
so
no.
I went out
and
and I bought a cowbell.
Okay.
And we'll get to that. Actually, I guess we can get to it.
We're just going to get to it right away.
So welcome to NFL Week 3.
What is this? I hate when you don't tell me about bits in advance.
Anyway.
Oh my god, look at those levels.
I have no idea how it's going to come out. I hope it comes out fine. If not, I'll have to figure it out. It's cool. I'm not that worried about it. So, obviously, the best way to start off NFL Week 3 is to talk about NFL Week 2. There were 2 more games. My phone is trying to load.
I was almost right.
Here it comes. You were...
Half right. I got 1 game right.
You got the result of 1 game right. You did not get the score right.
No, obviously.
So
the Raiders let me down.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the matchup between the Raiders and the Chargers or the Buccaneers and Texans from last week?
I love Baker Mayfield. I could watch the Bucs every game. I love them so much. I love Baker Mayfield. That's all I have to say.
All right. Now, Tanner.
Poor Raiders.
Here's what came down from the board.
What came down from the board?
You're going to be limited on each of these games.
Okay.
You're going to get every game.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a time limit.
Okay.
The time limit will be different for each game.
Okay.
But you won't know that. You won't know how much it is.
Okay.
First on the list is Dolphins and Bills.
Bills are good. Dolphins are bad.
Very nice. Bengals and Vikings.
Vikings annihilated them. With the Bengals without Joe Burrow are going to be the number 1 overall pick.
Fair enough. Texans and the Jaguars.
I don't know what's going on in Houston. They have gotten worse over the last 3 years. And I don't know if it's C.J. Stroud's fault or what's going on, because it seems like every year they add talent and every year they get worse. So I don't know what's going on there. I also don't know if the Jags are good, because it's like 1 week I'm convinced, and then I watch a drive and I'm like, what? I don't understand. Those are 2 teams that I have no idea what's going on with them.
You almost ran out of time. Colts and Titans.
The Colts are the most fraudulent 3-0 team of all time. This team is going to end up like 9-7, 8-9, or I'm sorry, 9-8, 8-9, maybe 10-7 if they keep going the way they're going. And Titans are bad.
They won 41 points.
Who?
The Colts.
I know. I said the Titans are bad.
Raiders Commanders.
My dad is a very happy camper, and that's all I need. He was off suicide watch this week. We're very happy.
That one is one of the ones that has the extra time limit. Do you want anything else?
I want the Raiders to be good, but it's just because I think I really like Pete Carroll. And Washington is good. It's just they need to get a little more consistent, and I think that's it. I think Washington's going to be good again.
Okay. Falcons and Panthers.
Michael Penix Jr. is bad. I was right the entire time. I don't care what anybody else said. Kirk Cousins also isn't that good. I don't know where they go next week, who starts. That's going to be fun to watch. Carolina is still also bad.
Steelers Patriots.
This was the worst game of the weekend. It sucked to watch.
Packers Browns.
The bliss that I felt when I saw the blocked field goal and Joe Flacco leading the Browns back down the field to beat the Green Bay Packers, I was so happy. Fuck Green Bay. I hate the Packers.
I didn't realize that I should be less hard on the Browns for one very specific reason.
What?
Something that I've hit. Did you had to have known this. This is a thing that you know. These are things you know. Joe Flacco.
Is the GOAT.
Joe Flacco is a Delaware alum.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
He's a Delaware Blue Hen, right?
Yeah. He's the UD alum. That's something that I should have probably known.
We love Joe. Joe Flacco is one of my favorite players ever.
A game that... hold up. I'm doing this out of order, but not out of order. Broncos-Chargers.
Justin Herbert might be good. I might end up being wrong. He might have just needed a couple of years under a good coach with letting them figure stuff out. And every week that the Broncos lose is a great week to be Tanner Bays. I'm so happy that I am me and I get to watch the Broncos lose. I hate them.
Saints and Seahawks.
Seahawks dumped on them, right? Wasn't it like 44-10?
44-13.
13. Yeah. Saints are bad, but I think everybody knew that going into the season. Sam Darnold is very hot and cold, but when he's good, he's really good. But he has an interception in him. He's like, not saying he's Brett Favre, but he's Favre-esque, where it's like really, really good, but could have some catastrophic interceptions, which will probably be why they lose like first round in the playoffs, if they end up making it.
Cardinals and 49ers.
Game I didn't watch. I didn't get to see any of this game. I saw it was close. 49ers won by a point. Was it 16-15?
It was.
Both those teams... I think the Cardinals are good. I don't know if the 49ers are good. 49ers keep playing everybody close or they lose. I think they're 2-1, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. But it was a division game, so those are always going to be tight.
Okay, so to explain a little bit under the hood, the time limits are for the games that are mainly for the games that I didn't watch because everyone is tired of hearing Tanner talk about football for 30 minutes and me sit here quiet. So, attention thing, if you notice, those are all the games except for 3 because I watched, or except for maybe 4. Did I do Jets Bucks?
You didn't.
Okay, so 4. Because I watched 3 games and I saw the end of a 4th. So we'll start with that one first. Jets and Bucks. I saw the end of this game, and I also didn't realize those were the Buccaneers when it came on.
So, like I said, I love Baker Mayfield. I think he's like,
yes.
I genuinely think he's a top 5 quarterback, and you can disagree with me if you want, but
you love Baker Mayfield so much. I know the name, and I cannot ever remember anything else about him.
I love him.
But I hear Baker Mayfield, and I was just like, oh, that's the guy that Tanner really likes.
I love him.
Shut the fuck up.
I would trade everybody on my team for Baker Mayfield, but like. The Bucs keep letting teams back into games and keeping games close. That defense needs to figure it out because Baker can only make magic happen so often. Eventually, he's not going to be able to, and the team will lose. So, and the Jets did a very good job to fight back into that game.
Chiefs and Giants. What a trash game.
I was going to say, you might actually be able to say this was the worst game of the weekend, worse than the Steelers-Patriots.
Definitely the worst one that I watched.
Yeah, it's bad. Giants are bad. They had one... I guess last week, the Cowboys-Giants was just 2 bad teams against each other.
This is one of those, the score, which was 22-9 Chiefs, doesn't show the whole story. Because they were 6-6
forever.
For a long time, about to hit halftime. The Chiefs got another 3-pointer. Like, it was all 3 points until the third quarter.
Yeah, it was like 15. Last time I saw it was 15-6, and then I went to bed or I did something else, and then I woke up, it was 22-6.
Yeah. Let's say it just wasn't, neither team looked particularly good from my point of view, and then the Chiefs won, which, congratulations, you finally won this season, I guess, but...
Had to beat the Giants.
Alright, I assume you're going to want some good time for this.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, wait. I want to play a clip real quick from last week.
We're also the Bears in the year 2025, so I would take the Cowboys and put your entire house on it, your child's college fund, all of your 401k, take it out a pension loan, sell your kidneys, and become a trillionaire, and buy my team, hire me as the GM, and then let me fix my team.
Tanner, would you like to explain to your audience why so many of them are now broke because they put their mortgage, their 401k, and their kids' college fund on the Bears losing against the Cowboys?
Well, let me tell you something. I figured it out, and I'm going to help everybody win all their stuff back because when I watch the Bears play, they lose. I did not watch the Bears game this weekend.
Yeah.
I refused to watch it because I refused to ruin my Sunday. So I didn't watch the game, and they won. I'm going to tell you what, this weekend I'm going to watch. Pick whoever we play, they're going to beat us.
They didn't just, win. It was 31-14.
Yeah.
It was a solid little outing there.
Yeah, but... And if the Giants put up 37 points against the Cowboys, we are a worse offense than the Giants, who put up 9 points against the Chiefs. Dallas is just really bad. That is what it is. We beat a really bad team.
This I can agree on.
I think we play the Raiders next week. We might end up being 2-2. That'll be the closest I see to a winning record for the rest of the season.
So the only reason why I watched the Bears and Cowboys, because that is not a game I would go out of my way to find, is because it was on the same network that this game was on, and it happened afterwards. So before I say what game it is, which everyone should know because it's the only game left that was played by Monday, I guess. I'll say it here. It's not the Lions and Ravens, because they haven't, as of recording, they haven't played yet. They play tonight. Do we think that's going to be a good game?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Did it feel like this weekend there was a lot of blocked kicks?
There was many. There was two. There's two in the Eagles game. There was one in the Bucks game, and there might have just been three. But there was a lot of return for touchdowns. Two of those got returned for a touchdown.
So we are talking about the Rams and the Eagles, and I thought we were going to lose.
I was never, ever in doubt. Said it before the game. I said, you guys will win that game. Don't worry about it.
It was truly a roller coaster of emotions, because I got to actually watch this game. For anyone curious of my situation and how I do things, I almost never go out of my way to watch football. I don't actually care about this sport enough for that, but I like energy. I like crowd energy. Sporting events have a lot of it. If it's on TV, I will probably have a good time watching it. And when you work the type of job that I do that has a lobby and a TV that tends to have the popular thing on it, stuff like sports games tends to be the way to go. So if I'm at work on a Sunday, odds are I'm going to watch a couple games just because it's going to be there. I came in, the Eagles were on the screen because we live in the greater Philadelphia region. That's like law, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you will get hung by your ankles from the top of a greased light pole. And the fanatic will beat you with the stick if you try to put on a New York or a Dallas game. But so I got to watch it, and let me put it into more perspective. I'll pull up the score. Going into halftime and coming out at halftime, was not worried. That's where it's like, I'm not worried. I've seen this team put up, whenever. Now, being up by 1 with 2 minutes left, that was a bit more of a worry. Seeing them get into field goal range, because then I said the words that I feel like a lot of people said. What are the odds we block 2 kicks back to back?
Yeah. Pretty high. Prepare to die.
That's a nat 20 there, so... Yeah, blocking the kick and then returning for a touchdown is insane, and... Yeah, Eagles are 3-0. I feel good about that.
Yeah, probably best team in the league.
Do you have any thoughts about, and I'm going to pull them up to look, any thoughts about the currently undefeated teams? Eagles, 49ers.
49ers are undefeated? They haven't lost a game?
They have not lost a game. They're 3-0.
Okay, go ahead. Name them all.
Eagles, 49ers, Buccaneers, Bills, Chargers, Colts.
If I were to rank those teams, I'd say it's Bills only slightly ahead of the Eagles just because they haven't had close-ish games.
Well, they had one very close game.
But that was against the Ravens, who I think are
and
a top 5 team in the league.
Yeah, and all of our games have been relatively close. I agree with you.
Yeah,
but
so I'd say probably Bills, Eagles, Buccaneers. There's one. I know that Colts and 49ers. What's the other one?
Is it not?
Because I'm missing one.
Chargers.
Yeah, and the Chargers would be above the Colts and the... I think the 49ers are the worst 3-0 team.
Who have they faced?
The Colts. I think the Jags, the Dolphins, and the whoever they played this weekend.
But they definitely didn't face the Colts because the Colts are also 3-0. But they did face... The 49ers faced the Seahawks, the Saints, and the Cardinals.
Seahawks, Saints.
Oh, they're probably going to be 4-0 because they face the Jaguars next week.
I don't know. You never know with the Jags. Jags always play the Colts tough. They're in the same division, so...
You just never know with football in general or any sports in general. Because, again, you literally sat here last week and talked all hard about how the Bears and the Cowboys tend to play close games, but you would still bet everything on the Bears losing.
No, I said we do well against it. We usually beat the Cowboys.
Yes.
Like, this is one of the teams that we usually just beat. And we beat bad. I remember it was like a Monday night game, and we picked off Tony Romo, I think, 5 times. And we won the game. It was like 48 or like 56 to like 10 or something. We always beat them, and I should have just went with history. We didn't look that great. I don't care what anybody says. Even though I didn't watch the game, I know we didn't look that good.
Anyway, that being said, it's becoming... Oh, they loved that gimmick, so we have to do that. Predictions for Lions and Ravens.
Okay. Predictions for the Lions and Ravens. Ravens 28, Lions 17. Ravens win in a dominant fashion.
That gives me what I need.
Hell yeah.
Anything else about NFL Week 3?
No, I don't think there was anything crazy that happened. Like, no broken records, no massive injuries that I can remember. I'm sure there was some stuff. Oh, Lane Johnson going down was a big deal. The Eagles lineman. If that ends up being serious, that might have been the last game you ever saw Lane Johnson. So that could be sad. Just because he's so old. And I think he said this year was his last year anyway. But, yeah. No, I don't really have anything specific. Baker Mayfield's a GOAT, man.
I once saw Lane Johnson interfere in a Rey Mysterio match. That's a thing that happened.
I love that.
It was him and Jason Kelsey.
That doesn't shock me.
Yeah. WrestleMania 40, the GOAT.
What's the next bit? Tell me about baseball.
So, my prediction is ringing true. I am out of energy. So, I probably can't. I'm going to try. But I probably can't, really give all the good energy and rave about the Phillies being the division champions because it happened a week ago. I'm going to try. So, I'm not going to grab the cowbell. That's exclusive for the NFL segments. I did, however, buy these symbols. No. I did not buy symbols. Yeah, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to do it. I was going to try, but it's not there. But I'm excited. You know, this would...
Excited to lose in the first round?
We can't lose in the first round because we get a bye.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we don't... The bye isn't locked down yet. There's 6 games left in our season, I believe. We have to either get 2 wins or the Dodgers have to lose 2 games. We're probably going to get the bye. It's just what's going to happen. But that being said, we lost the last 2 games. But that's okay because it was against the Diamondbacks, which puts pressure on that 6th wildcard spot that currently the Mets do not hold. The Reds have come back, and they have a tiebreaker over the Mets, so their equal record means the Reds get the spot. Now, again, there's 6 games left. My care is lower than normal because those 6 games don't really matter for the Phils. We're the divisional champions. There's no coming back. There's no going back from this. We're magic number 2 away from the first round bye, which we're probably going to get. But listen, if you're a Diamondbacks fan, if you're a Reds fan, if you're a Mets fan, those 6 games are going to fucking matter because that's going to decide whether or not you're going to the playoffs. There is no going back. The magic number is 6. And
it's one of those 3 teams goes, right?
One of those 3 teams goes.
Okay.
I think there is technically a possibility that the Giants and the Padres could have a monumental crash out and all of them go, but that's probably not going to happen. Actually, I think it's just the Padres. Let's look at again, this is just the National League playoff picture because that's the league that I care about. Yeah. Phillies have clinched the division. Brewers have clinched their division. Cubs have clinched a wildcard spot. Dodgers are guaranteed playoff position but haven't clinched their division yet because the Padres are right behind them. But yeah, the Padres could technically... Let's put it this way. They're 6 games above the Diamondbacks, and they're 5 games above the Mets and 5 games above the Reds. Sure, if they lost all 6 games, they could technically lose their playoff spot. It's probably not going to happen, but they could.
But they have to lose all, and then they have to win all of them, right? If they're 5 games ahead, they'd have to lose all 5, and then the other teams still have to win all 5 of their games.
They would still have to.
Yes.
They would have to close.
There's a lot that has to happen.
They would have to close that distance.
Yeah.
And then in the American League, this might actually interest you a little bit if you didn't know this. In the American League, out of the 15 teams with 6 games left in the season, only the Toronto Blue Jays have clinched a playoff spot. Everyone else is still fighting for their positions. And it's like a 2-game lead, a 1-game lead. Last time I looked, Seattle and Houston were tied. Seattle's got a couple games. Seattle's got 3 games on them now. But, like, it's close. And it's... The Tigers at one point were the favorite, and now if they still get their division, they'll be the 3rd seed. Like, it's... They're all really close. So, but next time we record, we record next week and don't record the week after. Is that correct? Next week would be September 29th. And then the week after would be the first week in October.
No, it's the 13th. It's the 2nd week in October.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
It is. You said Columbus Day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so next week when we record the season will be over and we'll know everything. And it's actually one of the best times to record for that because the season will be over but the playoffs wouldn't have started. So it's like this is the playoff picture.
Okay.
And then I think...
Are we doing the bracket?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I think the week we miss is middle of NLDS, I want to say.
Okay.
We'll have to wait and see. So, if it ended right now, I believe Phillies and Brewers get the bye, which is probably going to stay, and Blue Jays and Seattle get the American League bye. That might not stay. Again, we're talking like a couple of games. But again, there's only a week left. So... it's funny that as much as you were just like, wait till the games matter, and the Phillies are like the only team where the games don't matter. Everyone else, it's like, no, you need to win because you won't make it. You will not play in October if you do not win.
Yeah, sure.
Cards on the table, rivalries aside, I like the Reds more than I like the Mets. I think Ellie De La Cruz is amazing. I like the Reds team. The Reds are the team I want to see take that 6th spot. Juan Soto's overrated as balls. Lindor sounds like a chocolate brand. That's all I got. Fuck the Mets.
That's a good joke.
Beat the Mets. Beat the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. I'm excited. I'm so excited for playoff baseball.
Oh. You know what I'm excited about? WrestlePalooza.
Boo! Who fucking cares?
I cared for exactly 45 seconds.
There was a better pay-per-view on the same day.
That's fine, but there was a moment in WrestlePalooza I was like, I like that.
Was it when Stephanie Vaquero
I'm turning it off now.
Okay.
It was when Lesnar was in the ring, and I heard, "Ladies and gentlemen," I was like, "This is what I need." Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Mink.
So Lesnar squashes Cena, I heard.
That's what I heard.
I want to be angry, and I'm actually furious. But, like, I don't...
Doesn't it make sense, though?
No. It would make sense if Lesnar wasn't also almost 50. Like, it just does... Like, it just... I don't buy
But
that.
Lesnar's the beast, though.
And Cena probably has a better winning record against him than he
Yeah,
does against
no, that's probably
like,
true.
I don't understand. I don't understand doing that. Like, I could maybe...
It's for the get back. That's all. You know what it is. So that Cena will fight him again.
We have 5 dates left.
Yep.
This is what it all comes back to. It all comes back to this.
Why did we do Lord
If we put aside, which I'm not, because I did not watch WrestlePalooza. I said I wasn't going to, and I didn't. I haven't been watching Raw or SmackDown. I haven't been any of this. Even if none of that stuff with Lesnar in the lawsuit was happening, and this was just Lesnar in general, I could see one match. They do have history together. I don't think that's particularly entertaining history. Their best match, this will surprise no one, their best match is a match that also involved Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So...
That's the cash shit? No.
No, there was a triple threat. Same year, though.
Yeah.
Triple threat at Rumble before that Mania, though. So, like, literally, boom, boom. Seth Rollins is just one of the greatest
I
of all time.
fully come around on Seth.
People love to point and be like, well, Seth Rollins is annoying. He doesn't. I was like, yeah, and then he'll go out and he will create one of the greatest viral moments or one of the greatest matches you've ever seen. So, like, I will put up. There's a lot of Seth bullshit that I'll put up with because I know that that's what I'm gonna get. Like, if you ignore the lawsuit stuff, Lesnar versus Cena one more time, fine. Doing a squash to do a get back match.
Why?
You have 5 appearances left. And 2 of them aren't going to be matches because they're just Raws. They might be, I guess. He did do a match on his last SmackDown, so, like, maybe. But, like, you have 3 pay-per-views left with him. No, sorry, you have 2 pay-per-views and a Saturday night's main event left with Cena. Why are multiple matches the same person? Yeah. The only person that was okay for was Cody because that was probably the dream match for this generation, the modern Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's inability or jealousy, but Triple H, I don't trust you anymore. The business stuff I can blame on TKO. WrestlePalooza being on ESPN's deal where only like Verizon Fios viewers got it for free and everyone else had to pay $30 a month because they hadn't reached deals with Comcast and stuff, by the way. So if you were a Comcast customer, you couldn't get access to it. And then the commercials still having, or not the commercial, well, the commercials, and WrestlePalooza still having commercials and all these advertisements. That we can blame on TKO. That's not Triple H's fault. John Cena having one of the worst retirement runs ever is.
It's crazy.
Like, what do you mean? It was so easy. It literally, you could have not even done the heel turn stuff, you could have literally just done, here are John Cena's 12 greatest rivals. We let the fans vote on who they thought the 12 was. He's going to wrestle these 12 matches, and it'd probably be a banger because it's that easy. It's just that easy. Why does Triple H hate John Cena?
Yeah.
And then you make $1 billion on merch sales because you do the t-shirt for every city, which I think is hilarious. Yeah. I love the t-shirt in every city because it's one of the jokes of John Cena wearing all these colorful shirts looking like a big bag of Fruity Pebbles. Now he has a different colorful shirt for each city. That's hilarious. I love it. I also think Drew should have won the title.
Yeah, you said that.
I was really on the, Drew just should have won the title. That's the correct decision no matter what. And then they reminded me that Crown Jewel is the next pay-per-view, so they're doing champion versus champion. And with these champions, it's Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And, okay, I understand now. I still disagree, but it's more of you made objectively the wrong decision, and more, I disagree with the direction you're going, but I at least kind of understand. Because Cody and Seth also always wrestle bangers against each other, so, other things happened in that show. AJ Lee returned.
Who cares?
I heard the match was good.
I don't care. I don't care.
Jay botched a chair shot and injured himself. Sorry, bud.
Main event. Injured.
Yeah, I guess WrestlePalooza happened. I don't care. This show was apparently... this show was so bad that ESPN... Apparently, in ESPN's deal with WWE, they are allowed to give their actual opinion, which is not something we're used to. So, they had a reviewer go on and review the show, and they panned it. They panned WrestlePalooza on ESPN's site, on the same site where you can watch the show, and I was like, damn. And it's on the bad end, man, isn't that funny? On the good end, if you're not watching WWE because of the quality of the product, maybe that's the spur that they need. Oh, the person that's buying the show to put it on is telling you it's bad, step it up. Maybe that's the kick in the ass. Maybe that's the kick in the ass, and we'll get...
It won't, but maybe.
If not that, nothing will.
It's not going to. Bro, they continue to put out worse and worse product, and I bet you they're making more money than they ever have in the history of the WWE. So.
Yeah, but they care about their sponsors and their TV deals and everything.
Sponsors don't care if the money comes in.
Yeah.
If the sponsors didn't care about them bringing back Brock Lesnar, they don't care.
That's true. That's fair.
So, it's all about the money. Always has been, always will be.
What was the one that they did care about? Oh, that was Vince. That was when Vince forced his way back into the company. And Slim Jim
I remember that.
Yeah, Slim Jim was when the TKO merger happened, Slim Jim went to them and was like, you either fire him or we have the rights to cancel this deal. And Slim Jim is their biggest sponsor. Oh, it always has been. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. All that also happened. I don't have words because I didn't watch it, but I will say that I love my current online AEW gimmick of I am at work when the AEW shows happen, and then I see how ridiculously good they were, and I see the results, and then I go home, buy the show, and I watch it, and it's still amazing because that's how good these shows are. Because with WWE, and this was the case for a long time, if I don't watch the show live, I don't watch it because half of the appeal is not knowing what happened. They could come out and told me that Brock Lesnar and John Cena put on the best match they ever did, and then Lesnar won in the end, and I probably would not care to watch it because I know the result. AEW doesn't matter. It's just Bro Dito retained the tag belts in that TLC match, and it was a 5-star classic. Shit, okay, like that's just how good those pay-per-views are. I'm not gonna bore with the review of All Out, but it was very good.
We love AEW here.
One of your favorite wrestlers that you don't know is your favorite wrestler
Moose?
returned.
Oh,
No, but I do like Moose.
I like Moose too.
Eddie Kingston.
I love Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, he returned at All Out, so he's now back in the fold.
Yeah, I like him.
We are now.
He was at one of the shows that we went to.
Yeah. We are now kind of in the second phase of our top stars are injured, which is when a bunch of our upper mid-card stars have returned. Like Orange Cassidy returned, Eddie Kingston returned, Pac returned, so now we kind of have a bit...
There we go.
We now have more firepower.
I love Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy's also one of the goats. Surgery went well for Will Ospreay, though, so we need him back.
He'll be back.
I know he'll be back. We need him.
He heals.
It is important.
FIFA is back. And I've been playing. And I'm happy to say the game is not ass this year.
Oh, sweet.
I remember last year,
All right.
at the beginning of FC 25, playing that game and being like, I don't know if I could even play this for a month. Because, with all sports games, you're really into it for, 3 or 4 months and you slowly fall off. The gameplay last year was really bad. It was really slow, ugly, clunky. And it might be I might be slightly biased because it feels like the narrow formations are back, and that's usually what I play. I don't usually have wingers, which are outside forwards, basically. But this year I was like, I'm going to try it, outside forwards, just to try it. And I'm having a lot of fun. And it's playing well. The passing seems much better. I'm having a lot less of... So much last year would be like, game, I didn't want to pass to that guy. Why would I try to make that pass? It still happens, but more often than not when it happens, I can feel that maybe I didn't aim it well enough on my controller. I've had one time where I've been like, I just don't know why you passed it to that guy. That doesn't make any sense. I've had that only one time. I've played 30 games, and if that happened to me once every 30 games, I'm not mad. It's been a lot of fun. I am on Ultimate Team, but I just have the pre-order stuff. I didn't go crazy. I packed 2 crazy cards, made a lot of money, built out my starter team. I'm very happy. I'm going a Portugal only this year instead of the Portuguese League past and present that I did the year before. Just doing, if you're Portuguese, you make it. Then, I forgot with the pre-order stuff, I get an Icon, which is a legend player. A free one. They are low rated now, and then in November they upgrade to a full version. And I was like, there were no Portuguese options. I'm like, okay, so whatever. Maybe if I get Zlatan, which is a new icon this year, one of my favorite players ever, or R9 or Henry, and I completely forgot the guy that I got was in it, and I forgot that he's a legend this year. His name is Totti. I love Totti. I remember playing with him in FIFA 11 and 12, or maybe it was 10. But even when he was old in FIFA 15, I loved him. He's so cool. He was only played at Roma. He's an amazing player. He's a legend this year, and I packed him. So now it's what did I name? It's Totti's teammates or something like that. What did I? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I did some alliteration with Totti, and now it's just Totti with the team built around him. So we love that. He plays in the middle of the park, and he's amazing. He feels so good this year. Not this year, but it feels so good him being back. And I've just had a lot of fun. I've hit a lot of crazy kicks, a lot of bangers. I'm just cooking. FIFA is amazing. I'm very shocked that it's good. I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, that sounds. Maybe I'll get it. Not like right now, because obviously the base edition doesn't come out for a few more days, and also it's $70, and that feels like a crime.
I bought the Ultimate Edition
for a casual player.
I got talked into it. This is so funny. I got talked into it with my friend. He's like, "Bro, just buy it, get the Ultimate Edition. We'll get it a week early, and then I'll come over to your house and we'll just play for like the whole weekend." And I was like, "Bet, I'll fucking do that." And then I bought it, and then apparently he bought it on his wrong account, which is banned from all EA titles, from like Trash Talk, because he's a wild message sender, and he's like, "I can't even. I spent all that money and I can't even use it."
Damn.
He's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Damn."
What do you buy it on?
His one account that is banned from all EA
platform.
Stuff. Xbox.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I was like, yes, and he couldn't move it over to his other Xbox account. I was like, sorry, bro, that sucks. So he didn't even come over, and I just played by myself, and I was having a good old time. So
yeah, no, I don't think the price point is a lot for like a diehard player. Like again, we can talk at nauseum about the sheer amount of money I've spent on WWE games. Like I buy whatever the big collector's edition that's $130 some whenever it comes out. Like it be what it be. Yes, I got the Bloodline edition this year.
Yeah,
like it just how it be. But like I was looking at, but like $70 for me to play it. Like, and I'm sure I've had fun with them in the past.
Okay, apparently the manager mode is fixed this year. Apparently it's better. That's just from their marketing, but I'll have to look because that's my real bread and butter. That's why I used to play FIFA. So
yeah,
when I am having a lull in the Ultimate Team stuff, I'll probably go back to that and check that out.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the next couple of weeks when there's like a Pokemon thing to do on this podcast like every week for like the next month.
Why? Why is that?
It just because I am so. It's like a love has been reignited
for Pokemon. It's so good, bro.
Yeah, it's always been good. I've liked Pokemon for over 10 years now, which feels like not the amount of time that it should be for me.
Yeah,
but like I was playing Scarlet and Violet more. I've been trying to complete the Pokedex there. I set up. Obviously, ZA is coming out. I was watching the new anime just to have something on. I set up a Heart Gold randomizer on this computer. So, like, that is the either I'm going to completely wrap up what I'm doing with Scarlet and Violet and then play that until ZA comes out, or after I complete the main stuff for ZA. I'm going to play that, because ZA comes out in a couple of weeks. I want to say it's October 16th.
Oh, jeez.
I'll get the actual date here.
Oh, that Nintendo Direct was pretty ass.
October 16th, that was right.
That happened.
You watched the Nintendo Direct? Why?
Oh, yeah, I watched all of them.
I don't think I've ever...
Because I used to watch every single one with the Smash character reveals, and then I started being at work when they did them, and I didn't get to see Sora live. I got spoiled. Not even spoiled, it's just on YouTube. Yeah. So you see the thumbnail of what it is. So, like, I missed the direct reactions. So, like, I missed Banjo. I didn't miss Banjo. I missed basically everybody in the second pack. I missed Sephiroth, Terry, anybody that was in the second pack. I was like, damn, that would have been nice to see.
The only one...
So, I don't want to miss New Smash. That's what I don't want to miss.
Oh, okay.
As soon as New Smash gets announced, I will stop watching.
The Sora one I saw live. I was driving to work and I had my phone. I don't ever have my phone playing anything besides music or podcasts when I'm driving. It was the only time I had it set up with something because it was the Direct and I knew it was coming. And I was driving to work. I remember the intersection I was at, oddly enough, when it was announced. Yeah, I never watched the Directs.
Yeah,
I know when they are. I note it, and then after it's over, I go and I read the write-ups. So that way I can just skip to the content. So that way I'm not bored with having to watch a 2 or 3 minute video about Pikmin.
Damn, the Pikmin hate is crazy.
It's not hate, it's indifference.
Oh, shit.
Or when they announce just anything, man. Like any of this stuff, like I don't care for all of it. I really am here for only a couple of big properties. And if something else cool gets announced and people are into it, I'll hear about it.
To get Kirby's Air Ride.
Yeah, like that. Like that's a thing that I'm looking for the information for. Like to give an example, you'll love this. You'll hate you won't love this. You'll actually despise this, and you might like throw something. When it was announced for the Nintendo Direct, Donkey Kong Bonanza would have skipped right past it. But then I would later see, oh, everyone's hyped for this. Oh, that's cool. I would have sold Donkey Kong.
The hate is crazy. We love Donkey Kong.
It's not hate. It's just indifference.
You shouldn't be indifferent about Donkey Kong. It's a legend, icon. I'm so upset with you.
I will probably actually talk at lengths about the Pokemon Horizons anime after I finish it. Because I haven't been not liking it. But it's also been on while I've been doing other stuff. Which is probably the correct way to watch Pokemon animes.
Yeah. You say that about most anime.
Okay. I believe you.
I watched something that everybody told me wasn't that good. And I think there's a problem with people when you see something that is like borderline perfect and it's like amazing. There's something that does the same thing, has similar themes, just not as good, is automatically bad, instead of that one thing's like a 9.5 and this thing is like an 8.
Yeah.
I got that with Darling in the Franxx. Everybody just told me to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion or Gurren Lagann or just like anything else that's like that. And I've seen bits and pieces of those things, nothing all the way through. I watched Darling in the Franxx. Yeah, this is just a really good show. Just the whole way through. It slows down at one point, but then it kicks right back up as soon as it really gets to the point where you're like, all right, man, what are we doing? Then it's like, okay, sorry, let's get back into the swing of things. And it's just a really good show, man. It was really sick. I loved every minute of it. My darling! Oh, I love 02. I love 02.
That's nice.
It's so good, bro. It's big ups.
Big ups.
I've watched a couple of things. I watched that. I watched, what is it? Uzuki-chan Wants to Hang Out. That was fun. What else did I watch? Oh, I've realized that anime movies just don't. I think it's that I've seen the peak. Like, I've seen all the really good ones. And then, like, I'm like, oh, anime movies are just good. And then now I've hit, like, a string of, like, 4 stinkers. I'm like, no, it's just that I saw the pinnacle. I met at the mountaintop, and now I'm on my way walking down. It's so crazy. Lost in Starlight got me hooked and believing in a relationship to the point where I was angry, crying, and throwing my glasses and punching my bed and calling out of work because it affected me so emotionally. And in 40 minutes they did that. And this movie doesn't even make me believe that these two characters really like each other. And they did, and they had an hour and 45. So, go watch Lost in Starlight. It's amazing. Genuinely one of the best things I've ever seen, ever. If Attack on Titan didn't exist, it'd be my favorite anime thing of all time.
Nice.
But Attack on Titan is the best anime of all time.
Best
show of all time.
What's your list number up to now?
Let's take out the list. Because I have added a few things, and I haven't readjusted the numbers, just because of how I have it set up, because I'm at 82 now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 82. I've watched a lot of stuff. Nothing had... Oh, well... No, I think that was in the original 52. There's a bunch of things that could move, though, in the list, because Couple of Cuckoo Season 2 is out now. I'm almost at the end of... It's almost at the end of getting its dub, so I'm going to start watching that again. My Dress Up Darling, that is coming out. That's currently at 28. From what I've heard and the few clips that I've not been spoiled, but like I'll see it and I'll scroll real past on TikTok. I'm like, That's looking really good. That might really come up. Kaiju number 8, season 2 is coming out currently, and then there's Rent a Girlfriend is coming out right now, which I don't know if I'm going to end up watching. And then there's a bunch of things on here that are getting extra seasons, like Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian is coming out. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm very excited. I have a bunch of stuff I have to watch. I just have to literally just lock in and just watch some one night. But yeah, anime is good. Some of it is bad, but most of the time I enjoy myself.
So not to veer directly, we will circle back to this before the recording is over because I have a question about anime I wanted to ask.
Oh.
But I received a photo. By received, I mean I came across it while I was scrolling while Tanner was yapping. And that sounded mean because it was. And it is the potential postseason picture for MLB if the postseason started today. Now, I was not going to bring it up until I actually saw what it was. So, as I already said for National League, it would be Reds versus Dodgers and Padres versus Cubs and Wild Card go on to face the Phillies and the Brewers. But on the American League side, like I said, Mariners and Blue Jays would get the bye. But the 2 Wild Card matches would be Detroit and Cleveland, who are division rivals, and the Red Sox versus the Yankees. I didn't realize that's what those numbers were at, which is Red Sox versus Yankees in a postseason matchup is.
We would love that.
Fuck the Yankees, but like, damn. Okay, the question I had, which is about anime, but it's about a Pokemon anime, because I am just straight Pokemon pilled currently.
We love that.
Did you watch any of the original anime?
Yes, a bunch of it.
What is your thoughts on
The original Pokemon
Yeah.
anime? I think it's fine.
Okay,
Aggressively fine.
I agree with you.
I think the Pokemon movie is really good.
I agree with that.
The Mewtwo movie,
Yeah.
I think, is really good. I think all the Pokemon movies are good.
You know what my problem is?
Before you get in your problem,
No, go for it. Go.
if I were to rank the Pokemon movies that I've seen, so I've seen the Jirachi movie, the Celebi movie, Lugia's movie, the Entei movie, and the Mewtwo movie. I do not know what those movies are called, other than those are the main Pokemon in those movies. If I had to go
I have good news.
Oh, and the Rayquaza movie, I've seen that too.
The Mewtwo one is called...
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Kind of. It's called Pokemon, the movie.
I'm talking about... Okay, so with that one, I believe there's a 3D animated version of that movie.
Which is called Mewtwo Strikes Back.
And that, I actually think is better than the original.
They give
Unpopular opinion, but I think it's better.
Can I be, like, completely honest with you about
Yep.
something? I could not tell you that one is better than the other because I don't think neither of them have stood out better than the other for me.
Okay.
It is like... It is the most pure of a remake for me. You remade this with this software, and you remade it 1-to-1, which is good, but also, if I didn't want to watch this movie, it probably would have felt like a waste of my time. But lucky for you, I wanted to watch this movie. I'm not mad, because like it does everything. There's a few like very small continuity changes, and that's it. And that's really just keeping continuity in the movie. So I guess that would give it a leg up, but like the story is exactly the same. Like you could literally 1-to-1 it throughout the entire story.
It was fun. I really liked the remake. But
It's not a mistake to watch the 3D remake over the original.
I've also seen the Dialga and Palkia movie with the Darkrai in it. Okay. And then that's the only ones that I remember. I remember other pieces of ones, but I'm not going to rank this because I don't remember. The worst one is probably the Dialga and Palkia, then the Jirachi movie, then probably the Lugia movie, then I'd say Entei, Celebi, the Mewtwo movie. And then I really like the Rayquaza movie. But actually, you know what? Mewtwo's better than Rayquaza. I think the Mewtwo movie is the best one.
I think I've seen the Zoroark movie, but I cannot tell you what happens.
Yeah, no.
Like, I just
the Diamond and Pearl movies, that's where I stopped, I think, watching the movies. I knew there's a Latios and Latias movie.
Yeah. Thoughts on the character of Ash Ketchum?
He's fine.
I hate him. I think I hate him.
Oh, can't hate him.
Especially at the beginning, especially for a lot of the first season.
That Indigo Plateau or whatever it's called?
It makes me so upset.
Yeah, he is a little annoying in there in the
And
beginning.
I think it's because he's a dumbass.
he's really good at the end of the show.
Okay.
Like on his retirement run, that might be like that's actually like really good anime, just like anime in general. If you ever do watch like the final tournament with like Leon and Cynthia and Steven and all the other like major trainers.
Yeah.
For basically I call it the Ash's retirement tour.
Yeah.
That whole thing is amazing.
Yeah, the end of Journeys or whatever it was
Yeah,
called.
whatever it was. Yeah.
It like, and I remember watching X and Y, the series, and I remember not thinking any of this, and then I had went at one point because they're like all on Netflix, and starting at the beginning of the Indigo at League and just being like, wow, this is kind of infuriating.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean his Pikachu loses to Onyx because electric doesn't affect ground, and then he goes, oh, I just need to make him hit harder. That's not how it works, bud. And then he wins anyway because the sprinklers go off. I got so upset. I'm only like 10 episodes into Horizons, and I don't feel that way about any of the protagonists.
Yeah, they're good.
But
The anime, or the Pokemon animes are just generally fine and good. And dandy, even, some may say. I'm not, some people, but some people may say that.
I might watch more of the Pokemon movies, though.
The movies are bangers.
And didn't they do that like 3-movie and an alternate continuity one? The I Choose You, whatever universe?
No clue. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So they did.
Like I said, after they got to the Diamond and Pearl movies, I remember the Poké and Dialga movie, and that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with two things.
Oh.
One is there was a movie called Pokemon, it was called Pikachu, I Choose You, and it was a retelling of parts of season 1 with Ash, and it was treated as an alternate universe, and I want to say it then had 2 sequels. So it's a trilogy of like alternate universe stuff with a different Ash
I
and different
vaguely
Pikachu.
remember that title.
And I heard that they're not bad, so I've considered watching those as well. I haven't, but I've considered it. Then the other one that I'm curious if you've seen, because I don't know if you have. Have you watched the... They weren't shorts, but it was like a very short, limited run, like 4 episodes. The Pokemon Origins. Boom, boom, boom.
No.
Came out around the time of X and Y. I really liked those as well. It is a pure... It's more of a purely done anime adaptation of Red and Blue.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, like it's red. The main character is red. He goes through the thing, and then the one deviation that it does that doesn't happen in Pokemon Red is when Red and Charizard go to the cave to fight Mewtwo. Mewtwo and Charizard Mega Evolve.
Sick.
Because it happens during Gen 6 is when it releases, and it is sick because they at no point in that series tell you about it. There's little dropped things here and there. They don't tell you about it. He goes on his thing. He becomes Pokemon champion. And then in that end thing, Mewtwo powers up and Mega Evolves. And they don't explain it until Red and Charizard almost go down. And you see a conversation with him and Professor Oak where they talk about it. And it's like when... And they do all the things like when the bond is too much. When it's about protecting each other and moving forward together... It could happen, and then Charizard Mega Evolves. I think he Mega Evolves into Mega Charizard X, and then...
The black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, got to.
And then they fight, and he
Nobody
catches
likes
Mewtwo.
Y. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. my mentions. I appreciate that 2 Pokemon in X and Y got X versions and Y versions, and I would say one got a better X version and one got a better Y version.
Oh, so which version of Mewtwo do you like?
Why?
Which one?
The correct one.
I don't remember which one.
I also think and I might be wrong.
Test Tube Alien Mewtwo?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't care for that one. I actually like fighting Mewtwo. Mewtwo with buff arms.
Yeah, that one is Y.
Yeah, I don't care for that one.
Which is the one that came up when I searched Mewtwo Mega.
I'm sure. I know I'm in the minority on that.
Yeah, then that's X.
I like X.
I don't hate either. To be fair, I don't hate either of the Mega Mewtwo's, and I don't hate either of the Mega Charizards.
I think that the Charizard there's an obvious correct one. And it's just because it makes it black. The other one struggles because it's still orange and tan. If that one was also black and but like I think people would like that one a lot more too.
You know something? It's not even the black color palette that does it for me for Mega Charizard X.
It's the blue fire.
It is the blue fire.
Yep.
It's always the blue fire, isn't it? Shit looks tight every time.
Every time. What's your favorite Mega? Because we got ZA coming up. They're bringing the Megas back. What's your favorite Mega?
Favorite?
Or if you have a couple, you can name a couple.
Okay. Give me a moment.
You want me to do mine first? What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I love Mega Heracross. Anything that just makes the Pokemon bigger and buffer, I'm in. That being said, Mega Swampert is also amazing. He is just hench. I actually think it's underrated. I really like Mega Sableye when he hides behind the big ass gem. I just think that's really cool. And then last one probably. Oh my god. Lost it. Gone. That will never come back to me.
Oh god, you have any idea?
No, like it, gone out of my head. Oh, that is so annoying.
It really just.
Yeah, it's gone. There is no coming back. What the hell? Yeah, no, okay. I don't have it. Oh my god.
I don't know if it's. I have 3 just in my head, but again, it might just be because one of them I think is cool, and the other 2 were just 2 that I used. So like, I don't know if that's part of it or all. But it would be Mega Blaziken, Mega Absol were 2 that I used. They were on my team during Pokemon Y, and then I also think Mega Blastoise is really cool. I love that he just
Kangaskhan.
Tank. Yeah, Kangaskhan is cool.
Kangaskhan, that was it.
Gained some armor and then the child jumps out.
Yes, the fact that the kid comes out is so funny.
That reminds me. Is my DS charger here yet? It is.
Mega Gyarados is really cool too.
Mega Gyarados is really cool.
Big fish. Hello everybody, it's me, your friend. I'm here to go ahead and sing for you, yeah. I'm never going to do that again, I apologize. Please take that out of the edit.
We can do that gimmick now.
What gimmick?
It's not a gimmick. It's a potential segment that does also involve Pokemon.
Forgot about Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross is peak.
Mega Metagross is peak. No, I take back everything I said. That's when all of his arms go in front of him, right? He starts hovering.
Yes. Okay, what's the worst Mega Evolution?
Is it Venusaur?
No, I think Venusaur is peak. I just like bigger Venusaur. I think that's fine. Okay, it might be not great, but I think there's worse ones. Like, I think Mega Medicham is bad.
Okay.
And then I really don't like Mega Pinsir isn't good as much as I like Pinsir. And Mega Aldino. Mega Aldino really ain't it either. What are we doing?
So, there's something that we can do.
What do you mean?
I think. We're going to see. I actually need to make sure I have it. I do. There is something that we can do that I feel like not everyone can do, but we talked about it last week. And we couldn't do it up until now because my Amazon delivery didn't get here. My Amazon delivery was a DS charger. Tanner, what we can do is we can look at my first Pokemon playthrough team.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
I'm currently booting up my DS. I have my copy of Y in there.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be bad because I remember some of who was on this team, and like there's already something that I can tell myself was a bad decision I would never do again. Because I haven't. Now I have to. Yep, look there he is.
I didn't even get to say it. I was looking at the missing pad for the stick.
It's been a while, man. So do I have them all on me, or do I have random on me? I have random on me. Okay. So let's...
I saw a Gengar.
So let's go... There should be a way to look up Hall of Fames, right?
Yeah. Click Zack Master. Flip it over, or hit... Try all the A, X, Y, and... Is there anything?
That one, just go back.
Oh, not the go back button.
PC.
Head to any Pokemon Center, access the PC, and select
the new Hall of Fame option from the menu.
So we have
Banger.
that can't be the first one. Times cleared. Here we go. Times cleared ones. We have Yveltal,
Yveltal.
Delphox, Lucario, Venusaur, Lapras, and Blaziken. Why I had both Blaziken and Delphox, I don't know. I thought Absol was part of my first team, but I guess maybe Absol's who I switched out for Yveltal.
Yveltal.
And then my half legendary team.
Zygarde.
So yeah, thoughts on that team to clear a Pokemon.
Yeah, there's no type coverage.
I either am fire or die to fire.
Yeah. Not a lot.
So
What a banger. What a banger game!
Yeah, like there's Absol. So like I definitely was rocking. Anyway.
What a great Pokemon.
That being a thing that I knew had on me, because like, do you have the game card of your first Pokemon game?
I've sold all my game cards, yeah.
So, just, it was a thing that I knew that I had my copy of Y. I had my DS. A charger was on its way. If it got here, we could do it. If not, we didn't. But we did, and it's here. And that's not a good team.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty bad. I tried to help.
I was thinking about the one night, and I was like, did I use both my Firestarter and the Blaziken that I got? Because if you bought the game before a certain point, you could get a free Blaziken with the Well, you get a Torchic with the Megastone.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was a thing at the beginning of X and Y. If you got it before the first couple of months or something.
It had to be an ORAS thing.
No, it was when X and Y came out. It was a free gift.
But they didn't have their Megas to ORAS.
Blaziken did.
Oh, Blaziken did?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, shit.
Apparently the national bird of France is the fighting chicken.
We love the French.
And obviously Kalos was France.
Oh yeah. Because that's the national team. They have a big chicken.
Yeah. Blaziken, and it was just Blaziken. You could get a Torchic with the Blaziken Ignite. And that was it. And it was something like within the first 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. And I had gotten the games within that time frame, apparently. I'd gotten them in the release window. Me getting my first Pokemon games was really weird, because I went to GameStop and I traded all my Wii stuff, because I was done with the Wii. And I had like $60 in returns is what it came out to, and I was like, well, let me get Pokemon Y. And they're like, well, you still got this much money, and I was like, I guess I can get Pokemon X too. I didn't realize that was kind of a dumb thing to do, but hey, people do it. And then I got this timeline poster that they gave me, but it had to have been early on if I still got the Blaziken with the Megastone.
But
and then yes, or as happened, and
the other two got him.
Yeah, other two got him. Funny how that works out.
Both of those Megas are better than Blaziken, by the way.
You're allowed to have a different opinion.
Sceptile is definitely better.
But Blaziken gets wristbands that
Blaziken's
fly.
cool, but he's not better than... You cannot like Swampert. I think it's because I'm a Swampert guy. But...
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
I don't fucking know what those Megas look like.
Oh, look at those Megas. Those Megas are so much cooler than Blaziken.
Hoenn Starters Mega. Okay.
Swampert looks... That's Brock Lesnar in Pokemon.
I still think I disagree with you, but they do look cool,
Oof.
Which is nice. I have my ORAS games too. I have all of my.
Everybody tells me those games are bad. I don't remember hating them when I played them.
I remember people liking them.
I don't. I remember the like hardcore Pokemon guys being like, ORAS sucks.
Well, the hardcore
and then
Pokemon
we got what was the last one we got? The Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm like,
Really?
now those are ass.
It's a Pokemon game. Here's the thing about the hardcore Pokemon fans. The hardcore Pokemon game fans, the ones you're talking about, they hate every game when it comes out.
Yeah, but sometimes they're justified.
I cannot think of a single Pokemon game, with one exception, since I've been consciously a Pokemon fan, so since X and Y, and including X and Y, I cannot think of a single Pokemon game release, with the exception of one, that was beloved when it was released. I remember every single one getting hate almost.
And what was beloved?
Legends Arceus got more love than hate when it was dropped.
Yeah.
Now that's
just because it was different from...
Yeah, it's become more middle of the road now as time has gone on. But like Scarlet and Violet is still hated to this
Black
day.
and White got hate because of the remake sense of it,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks because they're, like I've always said,
Yeah.
they're the best Pokemon games ever.
Yeah.
It's either that or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I think those are the only two options.
Yeah. X and Y got hate. Oraz had the whole...
Justifiably. Or as I think...
Oraz had the whole too much water debate.
I still think it's correct. I think those games are way too much water.
What was even after them? Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon are just bad.
Which is funny because Sun and Moon, everyone acts like they're super beloved and we're the smartest things ever now, especially after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I still don't get the hype.
Those are bad. Bad games.
My DS died and I left the original charging cord at my parents', which is why I had to order one, so I haven't played Sun since the last time we talked about playing Sun.
That shit is ass, bro.
And then
They got cool mons, but it's ass.
Let's Go came out, and...
It's fine. Probably the best looking Pokemon game that's come out in a very long time.
Let's Go is a perfect main console follow-up to Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And that is where I'll leave that.
I think those games are good.
Yeah, they're good. I can see people having been playing the mainline Pokemon games for years and not vibing with them, but if you
That's
enter...
baby's first Pokemon.
Yeah. Like it is like perfect baby's first Pokemon.
Yeah, but the problem was that all the mainline games had been going towards like pandering to little Timmy, who doesn't know his type matchups and doesn't understand that Stealth Rock is a good move, and shit like that.
Which, you know what's funny about Let's Go? Did you play Let's Go?
Yeah.
So I say this all the time. You'll never catch me saying that a Pokemon game is hard.
Oh, fact.
I was ready to dog walk everyone in Let's Go and was sat down and told, no. Later gyms are going to want to actually figure this out. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But, you know.
They give you that boosted Pikachu. You can put the candies in them and then they're fucking off a perk. I had a Bellsprout who literally was just walking through everyone.
I think I had a victory bell too at the end.
No, I mean a Bellsprout.
You kept it.
I never evolved. He's so cool! Have you never seen the video of Bellsprout just wiggling? That's my boy.
Then Sword and Shield came out and I think those games get too much hate too, but...
I understand the hate with those. I think Scarlet and Violet the hate was crazy. I think those games are just good.
And I agree with that. I think Scarlet and Violet is the most, this hate is unjustified. The Sword and Shield one, people were complaining. I was like, I don't think you're wrong. I just think that you're crazy.
I think the DLCs convinced me that Sword and Shield were bad.
The DLCs weren't good.
Yeah, the DLCs are really bad, but the regular game experience with Sword and Shield I thought was just fine. Like,
But, like, that's the thing about the Pokemon game is, like, just fine is fine. Like, that's the case with all of these games. Because it was we went back to a standard Pokemon experience after Sun and Moon, where you're going to do these gyms, and you're going to do the Elite Four, and you're going to do the Champion.
Okay, so this is what it goes like in my mind, right? Like, I've played all the originals, and I think 5 is the best. And then we got X and Y. I'm like, this is our step into 3D. It's going to be different. It's fine. I actually like X and Y a lot more than I think the average fan. Sun and Moon came out, and I was like, I am not playing that dog shit. Like, as soon as they told me there's no gyms, I'm out. Don't care.
But that was also, like, response to things people had been saying.
We do different things, but I didn't like what they did. So
I didn't like what they did either. I appreciate that they tried, and I appreciate that we then went back.
And then we got to Sword and Shield, and I was playing it with my boy, and I'm like, this is fine. But I remember people didn't like X and Y, and I think this isn't as good as that.
Okay. And
then we got the Scarlet and Violet. I'm like, oh, they brought me back. I think I like this. I like this game more than X and Y. This game is good.
So, I think what I end up standing on with it is the difficulty argument that people love to bring up with Pokemon. That it just can't hold me to it. Like, because then I go back and I've done it. We talked about me having access to the games and stuff. I played the old games, and guess what? They're not hard. Pokemon's never been...
Yeah, but I think that's been complaint that people have made the entire time.
Yeah.
Not that the old games are good because they're hard, it's that we just want these games to be harder. People have just been asking that Pokemon make the same games and give me a hard setting. Like, that's all I need. Like...
But... And I think I agree to you to think Scarlet and Violet feels like the main console Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Pokemon was always obviously a mobile console one. Game Boy DS.
The DS.
And obviously Switch was the next one, but Switch was also the home console now. So, like, Scarlet and Violet feels like the proper home console Pokemon game, which is funny because it's poorly optimized and can't run on the Switch perfectly. Runs pretty good on the Switch too, but
yeah.
Sword and Shield definitely has a little bit feeling of a DS Pokemon game on a main console with some main console features like the raids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the wild area. But overall, it's still kind of just that thing. But see, and I don't think that's a bad complaint, and I think that's a well thought out answer because I'm the one who said it. But also, I don't think that completely takes me out of it. I like Sword and Shield. I like a lot of
Sword and
the
Shield
stuff
walks so
forward.
Scarlet and Violet can run.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you can feel it's like that changeover, taking those steps. I also don't connect with many people in that gen.
Okay.
Like, this is what holds back Sword and Shield. They have possibly the worst rival of any Pokemon game ever.
Which one?
Hop. Hop literally just quits. Like,
yeah.
He really sucks. I don't think they have any gym leaders that are memorable other than Rocker Guy. And I believe he's only in one of the games. He might be in both. I can't remember exactly.
No, he's in. He
in both?
He is a plot point.
Yeah. So he's cool. I just remember him, and I only think I really remember him because Obstagoon is really cool.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
Pierre.
You can. They have Leon.
They have Leon. Yeah.
That's it. I don't know who's in the Elite Four. I don't know. I know Ryman, I think is his name. That's the dragon guy who's the 8th gym leader. But they struggle with characters in that game. Like, I don't even remember what the professor looks like.
The professor is Sonia.
It is the girl. I do remember that now. But I don't know. They struggle with a lot. Like, the legendaries really aren't that cool. Zacian and Zamazenta are kind of lame. Along with Eternatus is a Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Okay, I like Eternius. I don't like the box legendaries.
Yeah.
So I half agree with you.
And you know I like Eternatus because it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. Yeah. But like their other legendaries aren't good. Like Urshifu is fine. The bear kung fu guy.
The DLC one.
Yeah.
The one.
Calyrex is bad. The horses are bad. They're just horses. The only thing they do right is with the birds, the Paldean birds or whatever they're not Paldean. What is it? Galarian birds. I think those are cool. I think Reggie Drago and Reggie Lecky are fine. Kind of stupid, to be honest. Like, there's a bunch of... Sword and Shield is fine. I think it's the most aggressively fine game we've gotten.
We didn't... So, Sword and Shield has 2 rivals.
I know, the other one I can't remember.
See, and I like the other one. I agree Hop is weak.
Hop sucks.
Hop's very weak. I like...
I was the dude, the white-haired guy, right? And the fairy... gym leader likes him?
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh.
The little sister of the rocker guy, who is also doing the challenge with you at the
same
same time.
I guess she is.
Who also then takes
She's
over
the leader of Team Yell.
Kind of.
They also have the... As much as people hate Team Skull, Team Yell is so much worse.
Team Yell...
Sucks. There's no defending this. I'm going to pan you.
I hate Skull more. I think Yell is the second worst. But I think...
Skull is better just for Guzma. Because Guzma is so much better than Marnie? Is that her name?
That is her name. Yeah. She's not... Here's the thing with Team Yell. I would say that Pierre is the leader of Team Yell. Who's the gym leader? Her older brother, the rocker one.
And I wouldn't say that
because
they love her.
Yeah, but they love her because she's his sister.
The leaders that don't want to be leaders are the worst leaders. That's why the leader in Scarlet and Violet is so bad. She's like, I don't want us to exist.
But see, I think that one works because that's not an active leader. That is they have strayed from what we're doing, and now we need to take them down.
I guess, kind of, but it's still not good. At least Guzma's cool.
It's true.
Guzma is gas.
Do you know what I like? Do you know what I dislike about Team Skull? I don't like Team Skull.
Everything. Except for Guzma.
Team Skull is Team Yell if they're then acting like they're gonna take over. And that's just not... At least with Team Yell, you're consistent the whole way through. It's like, oh, I get it. Team Yell are those football fans who are pieces of shit and are obnoxious and need to fuck off. Like, that's what they... That's their way the whole way through.
I get it.
At least Skull is like, oh, we're shit gangsters, we're shit gangsters, we're shit gangsters, we're shit gangsters that are gonna take over the world. We're like, no, you're fucking not. Like, what is this? And that's also why I like Team Star from Paldea, from Scarlet and Violet, because it's just we're rebelling against the school because the school doesn't like us, and it's that way the whole time.
We need a good evil team in the next game.
We've had
too many stinkers in a row now.
I would like to come back to a team that wants world domination and is going to actually do it.
They just bring back Team Rocket.
They did in Ultra Sun and Ultra.
Yeah, they did. I forgot about that.
Team Rainbow Rocket,
which actually I don't hate.
I don't love it. I don't hate it.
There are things about Sun and Moon I could have liked. If Sun and Moon was a regular game, I'd probably like it.
But Gen 10's coming. I'm telling you, they're announcing Gen 10 next year. It's going to come out next year. It's going to be switched to exclusive.
That'll be cool, man. We'll see. I'll play it, probably.
And then, after you get Gen 10, you'll get your black and white remakes.
I don't want that.
Too bad.
You know what I would do if I were them? And I wouldn't remake black and white because I think they still look great because they have the animated sprites. I would do more of the Pokemon Snap stuff and remake side games, and I'd remake the Coliseum games. Remake Coliseum and then Gale of Darkness and announce them years back to back. You're going to get Coliseum this year, and we'll give you Gale of Darkness next year. Put them as your 2 holiday games for the next 2 years. Those games would sell. Because imagine taking the GameCube 3D graphics and updating them. They would be amazing.
And they might do that too.
That would be so good.
I could see them doing all three. Here's like the things that I know, because if there's anything I do with this fucking Pokemon company, is I pay attention to what they do, and I can predict what they're doing because they work in patterns, and they just always have. And they do it every time. Since the DS, each console gets 2 generations, and it is between those 2 generations that they do a remake. They did the Gen 4 remakes between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. You're going to get your first Switch 2 gen, and then you're going to get Black and White, then you're going to get your second Switch gen. Now, they do like to remake their side games too, which I think is fine, and I think Coliseum would be the smart one. Now, if they do Coliseum or if they do Pokemon Ranger, I have no idea.
I think you do Ranger, because I don't know how you do it, because it's very touchscreen based.
You just...
You know how ass that would be?
I didn't say it was going to be good.
Nah, I don't think they're doing that.
But
Ranger could be your Let's Go.
I think there's a possibility that they do a Let's Go Johto as well.
I wouldn't hate it. And you know what? I would not hate that.
Because those are the last 2.
Can we remake Part Gold and Soul Silver? Can we remake the remake?
They did. It was called Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
That's not Heart and Silver.
Well, if they do Let's Go Johto, it will be.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Yeah, they might. I don't know if they're down to do another one of those again, but if they did, I think
it's one of the best-selling Pokemon games. So,
but I wonder if that's just because it was first Switch Pokemon.
Doesn't matter. Still sold.
Yeah, I mean it's Pokemon. It's going to sell no matter what.
Yeah.
But that would bring doing Black and White remake and.
That's gonna make me so mad because I know that's not gonna be good.
Black and White remake and Let's Go Johto would bring all the regions to 3D. Because they've done all of them except for those 2. I don't know if that's a goal for them.
Oh, I'd love to see 3D Darmanitan. But I wouldn't because they would take away all the... They'd take away all the life.
Everything that makes Darmanitan and Darumaka so cool. Everything that makes that whole generation cool, they'd take away if they put it in 3D. Because their animations and what they do with the Pokemon in 3D just isn't that good.
One of my favorite debates with that was Cyndaquil, and it is one of my favorites.
I love that one frame in the Pokemon anime with Cyndaquil where you get to see his eyes. It is so funny.
The 2D sprites for Cyndaquil has his fire always on, which does look cooler, but the Pokedex entry specifically says that his fire flares up when he's using fire attacks. So in his 3D sprite, his fire is only on when he's attacking, and people got so mad at it. And I was just like, yeah, but that's what he does, though.
Didn't make it better.
Yeah, but it's what he does. Do you have anything else about anything we talked about?
Yeah.